Hello, I'm Dr. Edward, the Healing Vet, and today I'm going to tell you all about holistic treatment of anxiety in dogs. Now, when it comes to anxiety, I've found that there's a range of holistic treatments that can be highly effective, very safe, no side effects, and most importantly, they get to the root cause of anxiety. Now, working with anxious dogs is one of my sweet spots as a vet, and holistic treatments are definitely my go-to. And this is what I start with. Now, I will use prescription medications in some animals, but we start off with holistic and then we'll escalate to prescription medications if they're really needed and if I can see they're going to give those dogs better outcomes. Now, when it comes to anxiety in dogs, first thing you want to do is prevent it if you can. And I recommend that if you are getting a new dog, number one, you select a dog with confident, calm genetics, a low coefficient of inbreeding, and then you take great care to socialize the absolute bejesus out of that dog, because that goes a long way towards preventing that dog ever developing anxiety. When you do get active anxiety, and it's very common, way more than half of all dogs, domestic dogs, have got anxiety issues that they need help with. Another problem is that I often have to actually wake people up to the fact that their dogs are anxious. A lot of people miss anxiety in their dogs. And that's just due to lack of awareness and lack of knowledge. Now, there are 4 faces of anxiety that you'll see in dogs, 4 expressions, 4 kind of outward ways that dogs will express anxiety, which just means that their nervous system is too aroused and they can't regulate back into relaxation, and they're experiencing some kind of fear, arousal, and stress. So 2 of these faces are easy to pick. The fight face, they're the ones that and lunge at things and bark at things and try to bite things. And then there's the flight. They're the ones that try to run away from the scary thing. And they are both very, very easy to see and understand and know that this is an anxious dog. Then we have 2 that are a little bit harder to pick up on. 2 kinds of anxiety that a lot of people don't even realize is anxiety. We have the freeze, fawn face. Now, this is the dog, when you take them to the vet, they might come in and they might actually freeze as soon as they see the vet, but some of them will come into the clinic and they'll be kind of relaxed and happy, and as soon as the vet goes over to touch them, they go like this. They go very still. But it's not a relaxed stillness, it's quite a tense stillness. Now, you do get partial shutdown sometimes with these dogs that have a freeze type fear and stress and anxiety response. And that can be misinterpreted as the dog being relaxed and calm when they're actually in a freeze. And the last phase of anxiety that you need to be aware of in your dogs is the fidget. And these are the overexcited, out of control, perhaps destructive, have trouble with training, wild. And a lot of people just think these dogs are happy and excited, when in reality, this is a serious form of anxiety. So you can only help anxiety when you know it's there. Now, I want to share how I help anxious dogs. Now, in nearly every single anxious dog that I see, there are some serious issues in the dynamics and the relationship between the humans and the dog. And most of the time, there is a leadership vacuum on the human end of the leash. And these dogs are doing their best to fill that leadership vacuum any way they can, which actually makes their anxiety worse. So one of the first things I do is I start teaching the human how to show up and interact with their dog as a strong, kind leader. That takes a little bit of anxiety out of the dog system straight up. Then the next thing I do, and really what is the foundation of my holistic treatment of anxiety in dogs, is to teach the humans how to teach their dogs how to regulate and relax and self-regulate, so that the dog builds capacity to be able to down-regulate their nervous system even when there's exciting or stressful things going on. And the primary way that I do that is with whole energy body balance method, relaxing touch. Now, this is a specialized kind of massage that triggers a profound body level relaxation in the dog as you use it with them. And if you keep doing this, what happens is every time you use this touch to help the dogs relax, their whole system is learning how to relax and regulate. So you're building self-regulatory capacity. We usually see obvious reductions in anxiety symptoms within 2 to 4 weeks of 5 to 10 minutes of this a day alone. Then, on top of that, my whole focus really with anxiety in dogs, holistic treatment of anxiety in dogs, is teaching dogs how to self-regulate, increase impulse control, respect leadership of their humans, and make them more independent. So they're more able to look after themselves and feel safe without needing a human as a drug to help them emotionally regulate. So I teach the humans a whole range of whole energy body balance kind training games that are all designed to increase your dog's self-regulation capacity, build their impulse control, make them feel more independent and safe. And all of these games have a beautiful side effect of helping your dogs naturally respect you more and more strongly as a benevolent leader. Now, in addition to this, of course, there are a range of supplements and herbs and natural treatments like CBD, like fecal transplants, like some other herbs and supplements that can be super helpful. Homeopathy, energy healing is another big thing that I use a lot in this work. And then we take a history, of course, because nearly always these anxious dogs have other health issues going on that they need help with, whether it be chronic itches, allergies, gut issues, or other things that need attention and support. But really, what I want to do and what I do is, and I've had a lot of these dogs come to me that nothing else has worked for. They've tried all the prescription drugs and they've tried behaviorists and they've tried working with trainers to desensitize and counter condition, and nothing has really made much difference to their dogs. I've had a good number of these dogs come to me, and within weeks, we see that they're getting the biggest improvements in their dog's anxiety that they've seen at all with anything. Now, I will use prescription drugs. Like I said, there is a definite place in holistic medicine for prescription drugs. And if it becomes clear to me that your dog is the kind of dog that's going to get better outcomes with prescription drugs, I will recommend them and I will prescribe them. And they can be super helpful in giving these dogs, anxious dogs, bringing their nervous system down enough that all the other holistic interventions that I'm talking about can really work quicker and more powerfully. So, yes, thank you so much for listening. Love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know where you're from. If you've got any questions in the comments, please let me know and I will come back and answer them. And if you'd like my help with your anxious dog, look up the Healing Vet on Google, drop into my website, flick me a message. I'd love to help you. This is my greatest passion and joy, is helping anxious dogs learn how to become confident, calm, happy, and a pleasure and a joy to live with. Most anxious dogs are not so much fun to live with for a range of reasons. Okay, thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Give your beautiful dogs a pat from me, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video, which will be coming out pretty soon. Bye for now.